I'm back. Rodrance for our Black and White Network. Let's talk about the BLM. That's right. Burn, loot, murder. That's right. The Black Lives Matter movement. We're going to talk about the fact that, oh my goodness, somebody squashed my voice and discriminated against me, except they didn't. They didn't. Whole Foods has got a policy, okay, like a lot of employers out there have a policy or a dress code. And for full disclosure, I worked in the corporate world for years. We had all kinds of policies like this. It's in black and white. There's no gray area whatsoever, okay? We even had policies against the color of your hair. You had to have some kind of a natural hair color. Now, if you were a jet black brunette and you wanted to go to a bleach blonde, platinum blonde, bleach blonde, platinum, no problems. Okay, technically speaking, blonde's a natural color, black's a natural color. Okay, I mean, it's dramatic change, but that's your problem, right? And that was fine. What you couldn't do is go from jet black to freaking pink or purple, all right? Why? Because those kind of things were considered distractions on the production floor. Look, you're here to work and you're here to produce. End of story. Whether anybody likes it or not, especially in the corporate world, you are a number and you are a widget. Produce or don't work here. It's that simple. And don't distract anybody and infringe on anybody inside company policy. Well, same kind of thing here, right? Because I guarantee you're working around people that don't share the ideals and belief sets of a organization that looks like a Ponzi scheme, Black Lives Matter, right? And these two employees decided they wanted to wear their Black Lives Matter mask. All right? I've seen this happen at Walmart, by the way. Or Walmart uptown. They still have an employee that every once in a blue moon I come through there and he's wearing a big Black Lives Matter mask. And I should make it an issue. I really should. Except I just feel like my time is more valuable than that. I don't like it. I get my shit and I get out. All right? And most of the time I have my shit delivered anyway. But you get the point. I don't like it. And that in itself is the point. You should not infringe on your clients or your customers, et cetera, et cetera. Generally speaking, most companies have policies against this, as does Whole Foods. This is the blaze because these workers found out the hard way they didn't have a leg to stand on because policy is policy and it is there to protect the business. Former Whole Foods workers claim chain unlawfully fired them for wearing Black Lives Matter mask. A judge just threw out the workers' federal lawsuit. Bye-bye. Too bad. So sad. Signed, an Obama judge. Wow. How about that? A federal judge has thrown out a lawsuit by former Whole Foods workers who claimed the chain unlawfully fired them for opposing a ban on employees wearing BLM masks. U.S. District Judge Allison Burroughs on Monday granted summary judgment in favor of Whole Foods, finding it didn't treat the three workers differently than other workers who violated its dress code policy when the chain increased enforcement in mid-2020, The Hill reported. Quote, "This holding is not about the importance of the Black Lives Matter message, the value of the plaintiff's advocacy in wearing the mask, the valor of speaking out against what they perceive to be discrimination in their workplace, or quality of Whole Foods decision-making," ruled Burroughs, who was appointed by former President Barack Obama, the outlet noted. The judge added, it is about whether the record can support three retaliation claims under Title 7. Here, the court finds that no reasonable jury could conclude by preponderance of the evidence that Whole Foods' reasons of plaintiff's terminations were pretextual and motivated by discriminatory animus. More from the outlet. Many Whole Foods employees began wearing Black Lives Matter masks following the May 2020 murder. Who said murder? Okay, I don't know if the outlet did or the judge did. Of George Floyd, violating the company's dress code, which prohibits clothing containing any visible messages or slogans unless it was branded by Whole Foods logo. Pretty easy peasy, right? All right. If it's not official Whole Foods paraphernalia, you're not allowed to wear it. All right. Doesn't matter if it says McDonald's on it. Doesn't matter if it says Black Lives Matter on it. Doesn't matter if it says MAGA on it. You can't wear none of the shit because it doesn't have Whole Foods on it. Pretty easy. The disputes gained significant media attention, and the group employees who wore the mask filed a civil lawsuit against the Amazon-owned business in July 2020. According to Reuters, the former employees who brought the suit are Haley Evans, Savannah Kinzer, and Christopher Michno. Kinzer is seen in the above and below images. All right, there she is right there, I guess. And, oh, right there. Oh, crying her little pea-picking eyes out. Is that George Floyd all over that? George Floyd. There's, Breonna Taylor? Is that right? Thomas Taylor? I can't even remember now. Reuters added that Evans worked in Martin, New Jersey store, while Mincho worked in Berkeley, California. Kinzer worked in Cambridge, Massachusetts. The Hill reported that prior to being fired, the three employees either had filed legal complaints or threatened to, and conducted media interviews bashing the dress code or led employee protests against the policy. Quote, the plaintiffs have not identified any similarly situated employee who violated the dress code policy in a similar manner during that time and was treated differently than the plaintiffs. Burroughs ruled, according to the outlet, the evidence demonstrates only that Whole Foods did not stringently enforce the dress code policy until mid-2020. That's when it increased enforcement. It did so uniformly. Okay, so that means maybe they were a little lax in their dress code policy. In mid-2020, they decided we're going to enforce this to the fullest extent of what the black and white is in the employee handbook, and I guarantee you there is one, either online or on paper. All right? They say, well, we're going to strictly enforce this. Oh, you still want to wear the mask? And they probably gave them 3 opportunities, my guess. Hey, don't wear the mask. Oh, you still want to wear it? Write you up. Next day. Damn, you got that mask on again. Write you up again. All right? The 3rd day, you still got the mask on? Write you up again. 4th day, you're fired. All right? Well, I'm going to file a discriminatory lawsuit against you. Well, we've got the instances right here where we warned you that this was against company policy. You did not comply. Also, we did not discriminate against you because you've got no proof that we let any other employee wear any other logoed item and or a Black Lives Matter item, and those people kept their employment because they didn't. Anybody that was wearing it, refused to take it off, all got fired. Equally. Equally fired. It's like my dad used to say, I don't hate a race or ethnicity. I hate everybody equally, regardless of anything. 91-year-old father, rest in peace. But you get the point, right? I kid because I care. You get the point. They weren't discriminated against. All right? It was followed by the letter of the rules as set forth by the company. All right? And nobody was given any special treatment over it. Oh, well, Shaniqua gets to wear Black Lives Matter, but Savannah doesn't, and Shaniqua kept her job. No. Point of fact, everybody got fired regardless. All right? That's no discrimination there. Henceforth, even a radical liberal socialist judge appointed by President Obama rules against them. Whole Foods wins the lawsuit. Bravo. How about that? That's shocking to have to actually give credit for upholding the law, but they actually upholded the law. It's pretty amazing how that works. Tell me what you think, Black and White Network supporters. Peace. I'm out. Make sure you subscribe. Till next time.